I did it. Ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did, can I kick it? Hold on, yeah, I got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah, don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah, spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Oilers and the Washington football team. This will make it into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go quickly here out to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. In on the tackle, Kamoko Toure.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going for it with Dobbins. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Switch up. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Hey, check.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Shaquille Barrett. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Just like that. 26, Mike. 26, Mike.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Well, he was trying to make something happen there outside of the pocket, but ultimately what did happen was a loss of yardage.
Yeah, he held on to it for a long time, didn't he? As you talked about trying to make something happen, hoping something would come open, but it didn't. Ends up shoveling it off, ends up going for negative play.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray sliding out of the pocket. Looking sideline, incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
6 yards.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
26 mark, 26 mark. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
To return is McKenzie. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. We're scoreless after 1. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now it's Murray. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Dobbins, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 12-yard line, 16 yards, a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Dobbins running out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, Murray. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 89.
A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead.
Oilers 7, Washington nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey. Check, 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 check.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
On play action, it's Murray. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On second down, here's Henry. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. So don't say nothing.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Here's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They're running it. 26, right. Watch the slack. Watch the slack. 26, Mike. 26, Mike. We're pretty quiet, dude.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jadeveon Clowney. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Washington going to send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Tannehill now the option. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv, and you run into a tough crowd.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
At the 14-yard line.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Washington going to send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
First down and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Off play action. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
26 Mike. And let's get him home. Shoot.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill, flush to his right. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
35-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Tannehill. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going quickly out wide to Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Off the play fake. Murray. They'll buy some time right. He's going to look. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Oilers 14. Washington nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Shit, shit. Shit.
Now Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Washington on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. McKenzie now to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike 58, right there. Ain't no such thing as a left. We taking wins.
Off play action. Murray. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 more yards there and another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 22-yard line. On first down, Dobbins. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And Murray's going to keep this to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Number 89.
From a yard out. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
For the extra point.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Washington, nothing.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Cut. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. Push him back.
Here's Tannehill. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On him out. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and...
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.